Rate of change means how a graph changes over time. So in 5.1, you found out how to calculate the slope of a line. The rate of change of the line is the same thing. What is the slope? In the worksheet you're about to try, you're supposed to determine if the situations have a constant rate of change. So that means, do they change by the same amount over time? So every minute, every second, every hour, does it have the same increase or decrease? So if you're talking about your quiz scores over time, let's say you have an 8 out of 10, you have an 8 out of 10, you have an 8 out of 10, you have an 8 out of 10. That's a constant rate of change because it's the same number day after day after day. What if you had an 8 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, and then a 10 out of 10? You did a good job following directions that day. That's not constant anymore because you had a different quiz score on that third day. If you had an 8 out of 10, and then a 9 out of 10, and then a 10 out of 10, that is a pattern, but it's not a constant rate of change because it's not the same score day after day after day. One of the things that you have to watch out for in particular is positives and negatives. So if you're talking about going to a mall, you're talking about going to different stores. If you spend the same amount at the first 3 stores and then at the 4th store you return something, that means the first 3 stores money was going out and the 4th store money's coming in. So one's positive, one's negative. It's not a constant rate of change. And the same thing would happen if you're on an elevator. If you go up 3 floors, but then turn around and go down 3 floors, that's not a constant rate of change because one of them's positive and one of them's negative. I want you to try the first page and then ask me for the answer key so that we can check your answers, make sure that they're okay.